So welcome. Today I would like to talk about a new template that is heavy artillery with coordinated fire. I strongly recommend you start with your standard infantry division like this one. For example, it's a good balance: 9 battalions of infantry, 1 battalion of artillery. The artillery gives the punch and the infantry gives you the hit points. So we are going to start modifying this template. You should keep adding artillery if you have the resources. Artillery is expensive but uses less manpower and is really powerful in terms of damage dealing. And I recommend you keep just 8 battalions unless you manage to unlock these 2 slots. If you manage to unlock them, use 10 battalions. So you can start from here and keep adding artillery battalions, but make sure to add not at least one and only one anti-tank, because the hard attack is not useful. The important value is the soft attack, but the piercing is super important. You need to pierce the enemy armor, if not you're going to be receiving a lot of damage. Also, you should add at least one anti-air. If you manage to unlock these slots, add 2, because you need to keep a proportion of anti-air amongst the battalion, relation anti-air between battalion, and then fill the rest with soft artillery. Now you should add a super armor tank. It will be in early war a modern light tank like 36 with a lot of armor, or a 38 medium tank. We are going to talk about the tank later, but let's say that you should have an anti-air tank, but if you don't have, you can use a medium tank, but we are going to talk about this later. The important thing of the tank is to provide with the armor bonus. The armor bonus will make your unit deal 40% more damage and take half damage. So by a small increase in the cost, you are increasing the power of this unit by 3. And now the most important part. Take a look at the stats. We have 321 units of damage, and we are going to add the Rangers. And take a look now. 377. Why? Because the Rangers have a property that they coordinate the fire of the units. So this is very important because this is going to be usually critical damage and it's worth 4 times more. Also, you should add the radio company because it's going to coordinate the defense. Now the defense has increased a lot, so the radio coordinates the defense and the Rangers coordinate the attack. Also, you should add an engineering company for defense. I already have. And logistics, since this unit is very big, logistics is super useful. And after you train the unit to level 3, make a duplicate of this template and add and make a new template removing this with the hospital company, so you gain more experience. Once the unit is trained to level 3, you can just change the division to this. You can do it on the combat front line directly, and this is kind of a final template. Now we are going to be talking about the tank. About the tank, the cheapest option is to use an anti-air like this. If you have the improved medium tank, it's a super good option. If you are early in the war, you can use the improved light tank. It also will work early on, but later this is better. And you should use this deflective armor. You should use the most expensive building because you're going to be using just a few of these tanks, and use all the armor points that you can, and that will match 4 kilometers per hour, so it goes at the speed of artillery, no problem. To increase reliability, you can use a diesel engine, and if you desire more reliability, you can use even good storage for ammo. That will increase the cost a little bit, but will have a super high reliability, and you can station this in low supply areas without having many losses. You can add this to the template, and you're going to be just needing 33 of these units because it's an anti-air. This will give you a 58.1 armor bonus and is quite good. Below this, if you need more firepower, you can use self-propelled artillery. They are cheap and they give you a lot of damage. So you can add 3 of those, and that would be a super good defensive unit, perfect for stopping the Shermans. A far more expensive option is to add this medium tank. Is using a lot of armor, so we are going to be having a good armor, very good armor against the enemy, but also it's equipped with a howitzer, heavy machine guns, and the armor provides also a lot of breakthrough. Since it's not anti-air, you can use this breakthrough to use this template for attack. You add this template and then light tanks below, like this. This is the advanced light tank, only 10, but they have a lot of armor points, so they provide super good breakthrough. 42, so you can add 3 of these light tanks below the medium tank, and you're going to be having 4 tanks with a lot of breakthrough, and then the rest of the units is going to be doing the damage, and this is going to provide the breakthrough. And here you have the most expensive version of artillery. It's an all-round unit. Usually it was defensive, but late in the game you can add the medium tank, the light tanks, and replace the anti-air with a medium tanks. Is far more expensive, but this unit has a lot of breakthrough, more than you need usually, and a lot of soft attacks. So it's not a breakthrough unit, it's not an armor division, but will do super well. I'm using here in this scenario, I'm using mountaineers, but you can use standard infantry, and you should if you're going to use this a lot, because there is a limit of special forces. If you are going serious about this, make sure to take the superior firepower doctrines and take the line artillery path. Usually down here I prefer to take the tank path. And also make sure to take the Rangers coordinated fire. Sorry, the Rangers are down here. This one will coordinate your artillery with the Rangers. That's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being there. See you in the next one. If you have any question, no problem. They are welcome. Bye bye.